Okay, so I'll go over what we're doing here and what's complex about this. Um, Main thing I was trying to avoid was having to take this whole big guy here off, particularly this back end. But I've checked with the resources of how it's done, looked at all the tutorials I can, all the experts and everybody else are having to do it too. Can't be avoided. And from what I'm seeing, about four of them are going to be through holes in yeah, there's a hole. Holes I'll have to go through the intake to get to. Three or four of them are back through those. And there's three on the very bottom that can be so difficult to get to that one of the tutorials even straight up took the wheel off because they were going through this opening to get to them. So there's a lot of work involved. Yeah, you're probably seeing that broken boot. That's just for your steering shaft. I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of work involved getting this thing off. So it is the big work that I was hoping to avoid, but that I would have to charge for if it was done. So that's why it might seem a little pricey. It's a lot of work. But again, it's for a good reason. This truck should be in great shape when we're done. In fact, from looking at everything, in fact, here's something I forgot to mention on the Buick. Another thing on the Buick, I saw the belt looks raggedy. The belt probably needs to be replaced soon. But on this belt looks real good, almost new. I wouldn't touch it. From everything I'm seeing, really, I think with all the parts you've given me and what we're doing here, engine maintenance will probably be right at 100% or near. I wouldn't worry about it. Heck, this mess here may just be spills. I mean, that doesn't seem like you're having problems with your power steering. That's what this is for. So probably just spills and stuff. Nothing except for the battery terminals, because that one really is breaking pretty bad. Need to be replaced after this. It should be in fantastic shape. We'll have this one pretty much done engine wise, and then it's just, helping you make it look good. And also, that's why I'm saying, like, once I get down to it'll be easy. I know this one very well. I even recognize this more as I look at it. It is definitely the one from that Mazda. I'll know exactly what to do with it once I get to this part, but all the work getting to it. I've got almost all the connections done, but I may wait till tomorrow for the bolts just because they're so complex in the lifting of the vehicle. But that's all I've got left. I've got pretty much all the connections, as you can see, already taken apart. It's like just right there at the unbolting, and then we go to the next part. So probably be done towards the end of the day tomorrow. But that's a rundown of why it's costing. But also, whereas I kind of complained about it, when I think about it, I can understand engineering needs. It really is probably because how the engine sits. As we talked about, this engine sits front to back. The easiest way you can recognize that is how the cylinders, the spark plugs sit. They start in the front and go to the back, and then on something like my GTI, they start at the side and go to the other side. And that really flips where these would sit. So when that Mazda, this sat in the front, and they didn't have to build it in a way where it went over it. It was just in front of it. So it didn't have to be taken apart at all. I pretty much just had some wire stuff on top of this, and that was it. It was super easy on his. But yours requires taking apart a very large portion of the engine to get to it. So that's why this one's a little expensive on the work, because the work to get there is a lot. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have this quite perfect. It was, as I even drove it, it was all the symptoms I'd expect. I think this engine's going to run 100% when we're done. I'm quite confident about it.